Hola, somos Juan Pablo Figueroa Mansur
y Sara Raquel Rivera. Nos encontramos en el Foro para la Democracia en América Latina en conmemoración del 5º aniversario del Instituto Nacional Electoral y tuvimos la oportunidad de entrevistar a Razan Masad, que es integrante del programa electoral para el mundo árabe, y le vamos a hacer un par de preguntas.
On behalf of the Centro de Estudios Alonso Lujambio, we thank you for accepting this interview.
The first question is, what can you tell us about the things that this area are replicating of Latin America democracies?
Great, it's a great question. Thank you for that. Well, first of all, I think that in UNDP's work, we care a lot about South-South cooperation, which means that in the Middle East and North Africa region, we look to other regions that have had similar experiences in order to replicate and learn and use lessons learned. And so, for example, the Latin American Democracy Forum is a great example of experience sharing, where we send an Arab delegation every year to learn from the experiences of the Latin American region. And so, as an example of one of the ways that we have, the Arab region has learned from the Latin American region, is that we have a regional electoral organization for Arab EMBs, which is sort of a replica of a regional organization that you guys have for election management bodies. And so they promote sort of democracy in elections on a regional level, the practice of elections, experience sharing within countries. So that's something that we've replicated from the Latin American region. Something else that we've replicated from your region is you have Diccionario Electoral, which is a great knowledge product that you guys have. You guys are currently in your second version, which was published in 2017, and this year we're aiming to publish one in Arabic as well, where we have taken several chapters on elections and democracy directly from the Latin American dictionary. And so there are many ways on a regional level that the Arab region, is learning, and our delegations and regional organizations and even election management bodies sort of come and collaborate and experience share with election management bodies and election commissions in the Latin American region, including INE and many others.
Well, Razan, can you tell us about the democratic challenges for women in the Arab world, and what's the role of women?
Thank you. So women in the Arab world face many challenges to their electoral and democratic participation. Inclusive political processes are sort of a key pillar to democracy anywhere. And so, you can't have a democracy without the voices of 50% or more of your populace. And women in the Middle East face challenges as simple as access to polling stations, and even a lack of a voter card or an identification card to vote. So we have challenges that are very institutional like that and systematic, and we have also that women face personal barriers and societal barriers that stand in the way of their participation in public and civic life. And so, like I said before, that's something that we work very strongly on, the political participation of women, youth, and marginalized communities, including the disabled. And so, and it's just partly because, women sometimes have greater access to their communities, and women bear a huge financial responsibility towards their families. And so, we always advocate, obviously, your voice has to be heard at the table. And so we work on including women in all stages of the electoral process, from being voters to electoral officers and administrators, but also to run for political office.
We thank you for giving us this interview.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Bueno, en nombre del Centro de Estudios Alonso Lujambio les damos las gracias y nos vemos en la siguiente entrevista.